Hello, fire signs. First half of November. Okay, a couple of things before we start. First of all, until day 7, there is a discount code in the description box for personal readings for 50% off. So if you're interested in that, now is a good time to get on it. As usual, these are general readings, so they will not resonate with everyone. If your sun sign reading doesn't have a message for you, you can check your moon, rising Venus, or any other sign that feels close to you or feels right to you. And there might be messages more specifically to you. And if you want any information on the decks or anything related to the reading, you can check the description box. There's a lot of stuff in there. And there's also timestamps, so you can skip to your specific reading if you don't want to watch the whole video. Now, I also have 3 black cats here, so I'm not sure if they will stay off the table, so just a general warning for that. Also, I'm doing things a little differently. It looks exactly the same, but there is a new kind of system that I'm using. So let's see how that goes and how you like it. And I think that was all the general stuff. So let's get to the readings. Fire signs. So we have Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And as always, we start with Aries. Okay. Let's see what is up with Aries for first half of November. Oops. Okay. 6 of Cups. Four of Cups. It's a lot of water. And the Sun. So the way the spread goes is we have the inner world, our thoughts and emotions within ourselves, relationships and material world. And the bottom of the deck is like general energy, and here we have the Hermit. So you might be dealing with a Virgo very prominently during this time, or then you are just kind of pulling in, which is very fitting for Scorpio season anyway, to kind of take a little inventory of what is going on within you more than necessarily outside world, or how the outside world affects you and why. That kind of stuff might be going on. Mental state then, and inner world. Okay, we have the 6 of Cups. So you might be kind of, I always see this card as very nostalgic, okay? Very much like thinking of the past, or just for thinking very, like we had the Hermit there, thinking very deeply about situations or about yourself even. But this is, it's Cups, so it's a very emotional card. So going very deep into memories, and like I said, we're in Scorpio season, so it's like shadow work is like it's like unavoidable at this time. So this really shows me that you're kind of in that mindset. And it might not be very Aries mindset to be in, so it might be a little different for you, and you might not feel completely comfortable in that, but it's, like I said, it's unavoidable at this time. Okay. For relationships, we have 4 of Cups, things might be kind of stagnant in your relationships. Now, relationships, I don't mean like your one love relationship or whatever. It's like your all of your interpersonal relationship with other people. You might not feel very interested in being in contact with other people for in general. It goes very well with this whole pulling in with the hermit and being more interested in what is going on within you. This can also talk about being a little bored, so like maybe you would like to have a little more excitement in your social life. I mean, with the world how it is, it might not exactly be possible right now, and that might kind of contribute to this whole melancholy state, thinking about like the good times that you could have with your friends and everything, and now you can't possibly. So very inward, very in your thoughts, in your emotions. Material side then, by which I mean your physical reality, your everyday life, your work, your home, your car. Things are looking okay. Sun is a very, very positive card. I'm also seeing this in a very specific way, like a shine being, a light being shown on something. Like everything else is kind of murky and kind of dark and kind of like, So there might be something in your physical world that's kind of like, ta-da, focus on me, I'm here, this is good, It can be a hobby or something, or you can just find a very, very good show on Netflix or something like that, But something that brings you that kind of warmth and joy in the midst of all this watery depths. Let's see some general guidance and advice and whatnot. Okay, we have the warrior. Yeah, this is like, the deck doesn't really have designated Zodiac cards, but I mean, this looks very, very Aries to me. And it's really like calling you to pull on that warrior side, that kind of inner strength, and to kind of move. It's like a call to action. Not necessarily, I don't see it as like a specific action towards a goal, but like if you're very in this, just moving, getting like, as we have physical side is very positive, so like go for a jog or do some dancing or whatever you like to do to actually physically move. And that might help you with all this kind of, I don't want to say stagnation, but that kind of very deep energy. So it kind of brings you up from all the depths there, and things might be a little more comfortable for you after that, or at least for a while before you go back into this. Okay, Aries, that was all I have for you this time. I hope you have a good first half of November. Next up we have Sagittarius. Let's see what is going on with Sagittarius. It's been a little weird, the last readings that I've done for Sagittarius. So let's see if it's any better this time. Sagittarius, first half of November. Come on. Okay. So for the mental side, your inner world, we have the Ace of Swords. For relationships, we have Justice. And for physical realm, the outside world, we have the Messenger of Earth, which is Knight of Pentacles. It's very good, actually. Bottom of the deck, so general energies, kind of. We have the Page of Cups. And this that I kind of take as some background for the reading, what might have happened before. We have the Seven of Wands, which kind of is very reminiscent of the other readings that I've done for Sagittarius before, that was kind of all over the place and very like defensive and pushing people off and all that. But now we have the Page of Cups as general energy, so it's like you're kind of getting in touch with your emotions again. Possibly that might have been kind of iffy there for a while, for one reason or another, but like kind of starting to open yourself up, seeing the good in actually letting people in. Might also be like the very start of a new relationship, not necessarily love, but some kind of significant relationship. So that looks very positive. Mental space, we have Ace of Swords, and this is like amazing for this spot, because the Ace of Swords, especially to me as a reader, it's about truth and clarity. Okay, so this is like you have a renewed clarity in your mind. Whatever the murky stuff was that you went through, that's like gone. That weird mindset that you might have had, and it's like you can see clearly again. You know what is what. And there's kind of a new brightness to things. Relationship-wise, we have Justice, which is the Libra card. So you might be dealing with a Libra. Or you might have very significant Libra placements in your chart. And those sides of you are kind of emerging right now and kind of being in the forefront in your social connections. If not, again, going back to, I like to keep my reading separate, but this is especially for Sagittarius, it has been kind of a continuum. So in the previous readings, it was like you pushed people away and then kind of wondered where people were, because like you had no one around you, but you were the one that pushed them away. So this is kind of a sense of justice, like, okay, I need to be more present and vigilant on what I do, and like my actions have consequences, just like other people's actions have consequences. So you are very aware of that balance right now for your part as well as everybody else's. If someone does something bad to you, you're not going to take it. You're like, by the way, you crossed the line, I don't like that. Which is still kind of harsh if you do it wrong, but boundaries, it's like you have figured out your boundaries, and this is like you are stepping up to them when they are crossed, which is really, really good. Just as long as you keep it polite and kind. Material stuff, outer world, so your job, your house, your car, your park near you, whatever. Material stuff outside of you, the physical world, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which to me, I'm reading this as like your work is going good. You might get some new if not new opportunities, but like a new drive, like for the money. Which, you know, it's, for some people it sounds bad if you just drive to get the money, but not necessarily. It means that you are also passionate. You have to be passionate about what you do and not just like focus on getting the coin. Well, for some people it's not like that. Still, it helps. And this is just, there's this kind of new confidence about it. Like, you know what you want and you're going to get it. It might take a while. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, so it's like it might take a while, but it seems like you are aware of this, and it's better you do it this way so that you're building good foundation for, you know, what you're going to get, and it's not just very rash and all over the place. So there is really a kind of nice, grounded, clear energy here in general. So it looks very, very positive right now. Okay. What do we have? Get creative. Okay, well, that's very forward. So it's good time to tap into your creative side as well. You do have this new clarity, so you can use that. You can use your past experiences because this clarity to me is like you have let go of, if you had some anger or sadness or something, you have kind of let go of that, and you're like seeing the positive now. You can move on from it. You can focus on other things, but you can still use that because it never goes away, right? So you can make sure you handle it properly. You don't just shove it off and expect it to go away, because it's not. You can use it to be creative and kind of handle those emotions that way. And also here, like with this, I was talking about the drive and the passion, you know, that usually comes from creativity. Like we need to, or we usually do, notice new ways of thinking about things, and that way it's about the process, not the result. Like if you're thinking about work, for example, it's not about getting the paycheck, it's about enjoying your work. And if we do this, it becomes more enjoyable. So that looks very good. I really like that. I hope you have a great first half of November, Sagittarius. Last but not least, we have Leo. Let's see what is going on for Leo for first half of November. Interesting energy that kind of came up right now. Let's see. Well, we have the sun. That is amazing. That's very Leo energy to me. We have the Lovers. Okay, and it's in a very, very good spot in the spread as well. This is looking very good right now. Let's get one more. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Very, very good reading. So I don't know what that amazing cards, okay? I don't know what that weird feeling was. We have the Empress and the Fool here. Bottom of the deck card for me in this spread is overall energies, and usually I'm taking this second card as kind of background. What might have happened before, that might affect it. I don't always take it into account, but I really like it here. It's like you might have started something new, not during this first half of November, but already before, and it's looking like it's really, it has changed things in your life. You have the Empress as a general energy is just absolutely gorgeous. Very grounded, very sure of yourself and connected within yourself as well as to like the earth. Okay, Empress to me is very like earth mother energy. It's also very like fertile, so creative. It's just all in all, it's a very, very, very positive feminine energy. So even if you are a male Leo, this applies to you in the same way, like just very wholeheartedly connected is what I'm getting here, and just feeling powerful as well. It's not the kind of authoritative power that the Emperor has. It's more like deep inner power, okay? And the connection to everything that is in the world. This is the mental side, your inner world. We have relationships and the outer world, okay? So for your mental part, which also I'm including emotions, thoughts and everything, because they're all connected. It's whatever is you and within you, okay? And we have the sun, so it's like you are feeling empowered and in control, very energetic. Just kind of like a lot of readings are exactly the opposite because we are in Scorpio season that goes usually very, very deep. So it's like you are just brushing that off and you're like riding the waves. You're good. You're not letting anything come bring you down. Basically, you're just shining like the sun, at least within your mind. But looking at the other cards, it's like amazing. For relationships, we have love. Now this can indicate Leo. Lovers is not usually, I think it's Gemini card, but in this deck it's related to Leo. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that a very significant love relationship is in your life. You might just be doing very well on your own. But in general, like here, it's not lovers, it's a love, okay? It's this harmonious togetherness. Being able to be with people without any conflict or anything. Understanding and just very, like, I have this harmonious groundedness, which sounds very aloof, maybe, but it's what I'm getting. Like, mentally, like, in your inner world, in your relationship, everything is just as it should be. But it can also indicate that there is a new relationship. That, like, I'm not taking that away. If, that is something that you're looking for, now might be a really good time. And you might be really attractive because you feel very confident and it shows. Attractive in terms of looking beautiful, but also attractive as in attracting what you want. So, like, manifestation can be really, really, like, on point right now. For your physical outer, world, we have 4 of Wands, and we have the Lovers and 4 of Wands, so it can indicate a very, like, major, like, soulmate connection, or, like, some people talk about twin flames. But because this is about the outer world, for me, 4 of Wands is a card of completion, like something just coming full circle and just working. Like every little thing is just working perfectly in a cohesive whole. Okay, that kind of completion. Like nothing's ever perfect, okay? But it's like everything is just working together like if you think of a machine, every part is doing exactly what it should when it's supposed to do that. So that, like, this first half of November for you, Leo, this looks amazing. It's like everything is working in your favor right now, so enjoy it. And it looks like you are. Okay, we have boundaries as the kind of, I don't know, advice, clarity, whatever. So I'm actually taking this as this is something that that might be kind of new. Okay, we have the Fool there for like the previous energies that might have happened before. So it's like it might be a renewed sense of boundaries. Very simply, like you are finally just like taking no crap from anybody, so you can be your ultimate self, because you're not letting anybody dim your shine, basically. And usually when I get this card, I always tend to say, like, remember also other people's boundaries, because sometimes when we enforce our own boundaries, we don't necessarily remember that other people have boundaries too, and we can be kind of cruel because it's like, I don't like that, so I'm not taking it anymore, and it can come off as like pushing other people's boundaries, but it doesn't look like that here. It looks like you're really like in your own world and you're just enjoying your own world. You don't have any confusion with anybody, so that's really good. Okay, it's very, very good reading. Yeah, that was all I have for you, Leo. So I hope you have a fantastic beginning of the month, because it looks like and that was all the fire signs. So I do hope this was helpful, and I will see you all soon in another video. Bye.